gentlemen, and welcome to Rancocas Valley Regional High School for our annual RV Senior Night. At this time, I would like to introduce members of the band. Drum major, Dalton Kimball. He is escorted by his mother, Agnieszka Kimball, and his father, David Kimball. Alyssa Carey, who is escorted by her father, Noel Carey. Michaela Hinkson, who is escorted by her mother, Amy Hinkson. Spencer Kennelly, who is escorted by his mother, Stephanie Kennelly, stepfather, Brian Hoey, and sister Emma. Next we have Ayan Omar, who is escorted by his mother, Samia Omar. Percussion section leader, Selena Rivers, who is escorted by her mother, Marisol Mendez Rivers. Next, we have Hannah Roy, who is escorted by her mother, Linnea Schiffauer, and her grandmother, Karen Schiffauer. Naomi Rose Bowser, who is escorted by her mother and father, Ebony and Kristen Bowser, and brother Elijah. Color Guard Captain, Adriella Duval, and her mother, Adrienne Benoit, and her sister, Fenora. Next we have Mia Mason and her parents, Sarita Brown, and Robert Mason, and siblings, Makai and Malia. And now for our cheerleaders. Olivia Ellis, who is escorted by parents Katrina and Mike, brother Colton. Next we have Johanna Gani, who is escorted by parents Keith and Dia, siblings Sanaya and Keith, grandparents Beryl and Deborah. Next, Sasha Henderson, who is escorted by parents Nicole and Jamal. Shelby Gray, who is escorted by father Melvin, sister Savannah, grandmother Patricia. Jaden Young, escorted by parents Sierra and Ayub, siblings Savion and Michaela, grandparents Joyce and Kenneth, and great-grandmother Shirley. J.L. Cotton, who is escorted by parents Janelle and Jackie, grandmother Christine, godmother and sister Ashley, Akira, cousin Jalea. Alexis Stewart, escorted by parents Carolyn and Alan, siblings Josh, Jaden, and Sadia. Milani Martin, escorted by parents Audrey and Wayne, stepfather Joe, stepmom Ashley, grandparents Ness, James, and Karen, siblings Johan, Jeremiah, and Raylan. Nyla Morrison, parents Nisha and Kyle, grandparents Oren and Nina, siblings Amira, Micah, and Jordan. Madison Day, escorted by parents Medina, John, siblings Miles and Mason. Kayla Dawa, escorted by Naisha and Rob, brother Malik. Maya Bell Nelson, escorted by parents, Adrian and Michael, sister, Michaela. Giovanna Williams, escorted by parents, Olivia and Eric, sisters, Lucinda and Sabella. Ariana Ingram, escorted by parents, Ruth and Taran, siblings, Yvonne and Uriah, grandparents, Wendy and Donna. Ava Fantausi, who is escorted by parents, Kelly and Danny, stepfather, Kenny, siblings, Julie and Lena. Next we have Anna Jones, who is escorted by mother, Sue, best friend, Emily. Football managers, PJ Peebles, escorted by mother, Jessica Moore, sister, Alana Peebles, aunt, Jennifer Moore Marks, uncle, Brian Marks, and cousin, Jace Marks. Alicia Court, student athletic trainers, Alicia Court, escorted by brother, Kaylon, sister, Talia, nephews, Cameron and Makai. Next we have Anaya Gibson Gardner, who is escorted by mom, Nakia, sisters, Kiara and Tatiana, nephew, Adriel. Next we have Catherine Meyer, who is escorted by parents, Alicia and Jeff. Next we have Ava Mojo, who is escorted by mom, Irene Rodriguez, cousin, Damon. And then we have Ava Morton, who is escorted by mom, Carrie. And now for our football team, we have Daniel Rivers King, who is escorted by father, David Dunkerson and stepmom, Kate Gorham, mother, Krista Rivers King, stepfather, Marshawn Downing, grandmother, Lisa Rivers, grandmother, Julie Brantley, sibling, Lily Gorham and Damian Dunkerson, and Treasurer Nixon, Loyalty Downing, and Kalani Downing. Next we have Savion Adams, who is escorted by parents Jerome and Brandy, and siblings Taya, Shelton, and Jameson. Jameer Bellamy, escorted by parents Lionel Bellamy, Devin Hill, grandmother Lori Shipley, Andre Birdsong, and Julian Carter. Parents Knighton, parents Melissa Knighton, and Terrence Knighton, sister Keandra Craig, and niece Zariah, nephews Zorian and Zane. Aaron Bright, parents Aaron Bright Sr., Nikita Purcell, grandmother Wendy Meredith, siblings Amari Wright and Michaela Wright. Jameson Hollander, father Adam Hollander, aunt Rebecca Mathers, uncle Jonathan Mathers. Zamir McCoy, parents Anton McCoy, Ashley Garrett, siblings Jalen Young, Antoine McCoy, Ashley McCoy, and Zaire McCoy, as well as niece Melanie Hamilton. Terry-Ann Robinson, parents Ashley Henderson and Terry-Ann Robinson. Chris Santiago, mother Mara Santiago, brother Anthony Santiago. Jordan Evans, escorted by parents John and Samantha Evans, grandfather Dr. Franklin O. Smith, the Perez family, Eric, Deanna, Erica, Myrna, Roberto, and Miguel, and friends Julie Hopper and Superstar. Number 87 is Ricky Doppler, is escorted by his parents, Rick and Amy Doppler, sister Molly Doppler, and grandmother Dale Engel. As well as his aunt, Donna Engel. Lastly, we have Cortez Harden, who is escorted by his parents, Tiffany and Darryl, siblings Noah and Julia. That concludes the list of our RV seniors. We would like to thank them for their dedication and service on our sports, on our athletic teams over the past 4 years. Thank you very much.
Good evening and welcome to Rancocas Valley High School football. from Coach Bill Gordon Field as the Red Devils will be hosting the Minutemen, the undefeated Minutemen of Washington Township. My name's Tony Blum, and we should have a good one here this evening. Washington Township, coached by Mike Schatzman, comes in at 6-0. They made it to the state semifinal in Group 5 last year, going down to Toms River North, but they have a good shot of making a return visit this year as well. Offensively, they want to be balanced. They're a run-first team. Run play action as well, pass vertically, screens, and attack the flat. They'll throw in some wrinkles as well. Quarterback Cole Aquino has thrown for 114 yards a game and 11 touchdowns. On defense, they run a 3-4 with lots of movement. They'll slant the line and mix up coverages. They've been blitzing more of late the last few weeks, and they want to keep Savion Adams, who is playing this evening, in the pocket and prevent him from escaping for those big gains. The keys on offense: ball security. Stick to their plan and stay ahead of the sticks. Defensively, they don't want to give up chunk plays, and they want to force Rancocas Valley to go the long field. The Minutemen are averaging over 38 points a game while giving up under 5 points per game, including 3 shutouts. So they are an impressive bunch, are the Minutemen. Looking at Rancocas Valley, the Red Devils, 4 up and 2 down. They started the season 4-0. The Red Devils have dropped 2 in a row, coming off a home loss to Williamstown, who were able to run the ball effectively. Of course, they've been without their starting quarterback, Savion Adams, for 4 games. On offense, they want to pass the ball. That's something they haven't been able to do the last few games, which has been missing with Adams' injury. They want to get Bellamy going early, the speedster at running back, and they want to be diversified. On defense, they need to fly off the ball and have great run fits. Force them to pass the football. The linebackers got to play downhill, and they want to prevent them, that's being Washington Township, from starting fast. When they do that, they have a very good chance of winning. They've won all the games they've played so far. Keys on offense: they need to be more balanced and pass it effectively. Defensively, they want to make them play from behind the sticks and win first and second down. So we've got a good one on top this evening, and we look forward to this battle between 2 Group 5 powerhouses, and these 2 teams could, in the playoffs, meet again. Last year, the Red Devils knocked off Washington Township, and I'm sure that the Minutemen are looking for some revenge here this evening. They're a very, very good team. The interesting part is that when Schatzman took over, they were really not a good team. Washington Township had been a powerhouse in South Jersey for years and years, but then they fell on hard times, and they went through a number of different coaches until Coach Schatzman came along, and he has done a terrific job since he has come to Washington Township. Rancocas Valley is tied for first place in the West Jersey Football League Colonial. Washington Township is first in the Classic Division. Rancocas Valley beat Millville, Pleasantville, Camden Eastside, and Shawnee. They've lost those 2 in a row to Camden and then Williamstown. Rancocas Valley is ranked number 6 in the Prime Events Online 25. Washington Township is number 2, second only to Winslow. Coach Lucas Garrett of RV, 27-12 in his 4 seasons. Township coach Mike Schatzman, 44-30 in his 7th season. So he's done a great job reviving the Washington Township program. Savion Adams has passed for 210 yards with 2 TDs. He's run for 160 yards, but of course, remember, he has missed. He's been out the last 4 games. Jameer Bellamy, 604 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's a speedster, a track star. He's caught 4 passes for 75 yards and a touchdown. Running back J.J. Stewart, who comes in to get those tough yards, has done a great job as well. 90 yards with 2 touchdowns. Tight end Ricky Doppler's caught 4 passes for 56 yards. Unfortunately, he's injured and will miss the remainder of the season. Place kicker Jameson Hollander, 97 of 109 point after touchdowns, the last 3 years. and 11 of 13 field goals with a long of 39. Defensively, Michael Beasley, 58 tackles, 11 sacks, 3 fumble recoveries. Defensive end David Ogunsola has made 52 tackles with 10.5 sacks and 1 interception. Beasley tied for first in the state in sacks. Ogunsola is number 3. On the other side, quarterback Cole Aquino has thrown for 682 yards, 11 touchdowns with 2 interceptions. Running back Colin Beeler, 447 yards and 7 touchdowns. Wide receiver Harris Pratt, 18 catches for 183 yards and 3 TDs. Played his first 2 years at St. Augustine. Some other games this evening. Number 3 St. Augustine will be at Lenape. Manchester at Southern. Atlantic City, number 9, will face Eastern. Red Bank Catholic at number 10 Rumson Fairhaven. Kingsway will be at Clearview. Some other games, Shawnee at Pensauken, Egg Harbor Township at number 15 Mainland, Brick Township number 16 Brick Memorial, Pensgrove at number 21 Delran. Tossing the coin at center of the field, as you can see, as we read off some of these other games. Rancocas Valley has won the toss. They have deferred.
They are deferring till the second half.
They will defend the goal to our left and kick off, and Washington Township will receive the opening kickoff. Jackson Township, Toms River North, Cherokee at Williamstown, and Seneca will be at Hamilton on Saturday. It'll be Camden Eastside with a tough one at number 1 ranked Winslow Township. So that's the lineup of the games coming up both today and also tomorrow here in South Jersey. So you see now that Washington Township, the Minutemen, have joined the field. They will be receiving the opening kickoff, and Rancocas Valley going to do the same. You see there that little banner that they have that they run through as they come onto the field. And, of course, the cheerleaders are forming a line there for them to run through as well. Beautiful evening for football. Finally got some fall weather. And there comes the Red Devils, looking to break that 2-game losing streak and having a good chance of doing that because they get their starting quarterback back, Savion Adams, who just had an absolutely fantastic year last year and was off to a good start this year as well before injuring his knee. Color guard coming out as well. Cool, crisp evening here at Coach Bill Gordon Field.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so we're just about set for the opening kickoff. Rancocas Valley hosting the Minutemen of Washington Township, a Group 5 battle. And we shall be back for the opening kickoff in just a moment.
Will be CC Discorso. Please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam? Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, back here at Rancocas Valley, we approach the opening kickoff. Rancocas Valley will receive the football as the Red Devils won the toss and they elected to defer and receive the football to start the second half of play. Going to be interesting to see how the Red Devils react defensively to what I have to call a substandard performance by them against a Williamstown team who came in last week at 1-4, facing the 4-1 Red Devils, but they just put on a show running the football. And I talked to Coach Garrett Lucas earlier this week, and he said, yeah, we had to make some adjustments, and we're going to be able to defend the run better this week than we did last week. I have to see if that comes to fruition here this evening. They have really good defensive players, no question about it. Ogunsola and Beasley, terrific defensive end, but they also have linebackers and also defensive backs who are terrific as well. Back to receive it, Paris Pratt and Darian Joyner. Hollander well booted. We are underway. Kick along the ground. It's taken by one of the up people just inside the 40-yard line at the 39-yard line. And Hollander has been doing that a lot the last couple of weeks. He did it last week and now starts off this week with, again, the kick along the ground. They're going to place it down with the nose of the football at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 for the Red Devils. For the Minutemen.
The Minutemen will go to work at their own 40-yard line. Pratt, their leading receiver, splits far out to the left side. Colin Beeler, the running back, and Cole Aquino is the quarterback. Off play action, rolls to his left, throws deep down the middle of the field. This one is caught at the 30-yard line. Still going inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. That was Darian Joyner. He was wide open on the throw. Check it out. Good blocking. And you can see Joyner just has separation and makes the catch. Huge play on the first from scrimmage. The ball's marked just inside the 15-yard line at the 14-yard line. So they kind of crossed up the Red Devils because they're known for running the football. But right off the bat, they throw the football off play action, and they're already in the red zone. Beeler gets the call. Left side, bounces off a tackler, still going. Just about the 10-yard line is where he's going to be marked down.
10-yard line. It'll be
Beeler, tough runner.
6
5'8", 175-pound senior, and this is a senior-laden team, are the Minutemen. They are built to win it this year, coming so close last year, falling to Toms River North in the state semifinals in Group 5. Pratt again splits to the left. Great size at 6'2". Long count. Rolling left again. It's Aquino. Throws too far, but that was really pressure put on by the Red Devils that forced him to throw it errantly. They were all over Aquino.
Third down for the Minutemen.
Thomas Jackson made the pressure on Aquino, so that's going to bring up a third down and 6 for Washington Township. Looking to cash in on that huge opening pass play to Joyner. Beeler, left side, has room, blocking in front, lowers his head to the 5-yard line. See if he has the first down.
Be 4th and 1.
He does not. Had blockers in front, but just short, comes up short of the first down marker. 4th down and a yard. Aquino under center. Straight up the gut. Piercy has the first down.
First down.
They're going to mark it just inside the 5-yard line at the 4-yard line. So 1st and goal for the Minutemen. Just the start of things here from Rancocas Valley. Number 2 ranked team in South Jersey. Online, Prime Events Online 25. Second only to Winslow Township.
Ball is spotted on the Rancocas Valley 4-yard line. 1st and goal.
Keno, Beeler off left guard to the goal line, and he is in for the touchdown.
In for the touchdown. Colin Beeler.
See it here. Just a simple power run off left guard. Starts to his right now. The cutback and easily into the touchdown.
Luke Sheets is in to attempt the extra point.
Cole Snyder with the boot, and it is good.
With 9 minutes, 41 seconds remaining in the
So, Washington Township gets on the board first. They lead it 7-0.
Red Devils 0. Quick announcement for everyone.
Want to correct the extra point. That was Luke Sheets on the extra point. He's an excellent kicker, and he will do the honors here. Bellamy back along with Birdsong for the Red Devils. Trailing at 7-0 in the early going. Here's the kick. Taken by Birdsong at the 9-yard line. Cuts back to his left, now spinning at the 20-yard line. He's leans forward for a couple more. They're going to mark him down right about the 22-yard line.
RV will take possession at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Devils.
For the Red Devils, Savion Adams is back running the show. The quarterback, Jameer Bellamy. The running back, Mickey McQueen, also returns after being injured for last week's game, I should say. Harrison returns to his natural position. He's a wide receiver. You can see him there flanked out to his right. Adams going to keep it himself. Smashes forward for 5 or 6 yards. And that's the, check that. That was Hakeem Theresa on the carry. Looked like Savion Adams carried it, but no, it was
For the Red Devils.
Theresa. Pickup of 5+. Bellamy in motion. Keeping it was Theresa.
Number 20, Hakeem Teresa on the carry.
But he's going to be thrown for a yard or 2 loss. And now Savion Adams checks in. I believe he was out for the first 2 plays. So he may be on a pitch count here. Because remember, he's coming back from a sprained knee. And I don't know if they're going to give him the entire game after not playing for 4 weeks. Nonetheless, 3rd down and a long 5 for the Red Devils. Adams back to pass, throws deep along the left side. Birdsong is there, makes the catch at the midfield line, and he's dragged down at the 48-yard line of Washington Township. Perfect pass there.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. Ball is marked on the minute and 48-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. Just don't say anything.
So they have the football at the 48-yard line now of Washington Township. A perfectly placed pass. Now a throw over the middle again to Birdsong. Birdsong has room. He's inside the 20. Still on his feet. He's to the 15 and dropped at the 10-yard line. 38 yards.
Look at this run right here off the shotgun. A little bit of, let's call it like it's a quick hitter. Not necessarily slam, just little seams right up the seam, uncovered. Big gain inside the 15-yard line. They're in the red zone.
Ball's going to be marked down right at the 20, check that, the 12-yard line, pardon me. Throwing, backing up. This one is incomplete. Birdsong had it, perfectly placed again, but just could not secure it. So the incompletion.
When he first let go of the football, it's like, there's too many guys in the same spot. The inside guy ran a post corner. You usually call that a smash route. The outside guy usually runs a smash, which is a 6-yard hitch. You couldn't throw that off your back foot any better. Literally dropped it in the bucket. He just dropped the football.
2nd down and 10 for the Red Devils, trailing at 7-0 in the early going. McQueen splits far out to the right side.
They got man free on defense.
Bellamy looking to slant off left tackle, but he is dumped in the backfield. Coming up quickly to make the stop was Gabe Palagatis.
You saw that right at the last minute, Tony. They came up in like a 6 or 7-man front. I think they must have snuffed something out there, because at first they came out in the passing, looked like a passing set, and they came out in passing defense, and all of a sudden they dropped out one extra linebacker in, and they just had too many hats on the football. Great job of Washington Township. Now you got a big 3rd down play here on, again, in the red zone. They're going backwards, though.
3rd down and 14 for the Red Devils. Obviously, when they get in the red zone, they want to capitalize and put points on the board, and we're not talking about a field goal. Turning to his left, looking for the reception, but really didn't get his head around quickly enough. And again, incomplete. That was intended for the 6'3" McQueen, who is their leading receiver. So they're gonna kick the field goal here.
Yeah, that was a timing route to the short side of the field. It was a 3-by-1 side. Look at this right there. You see, he came out of his route, but the ball was already thrown. He got a little bit of pressure, And just that timing route just did not time up for the Red Devils.
Ali Aguilar will hold it. Hollander will kick it. Saw someone coming on the field late.
Yep. That's one of those situations where the holder has got to recognize that they only have 10 guys in there. When you come on, one of your jobs besides snapping and putting down, I did that my whole career. Once you get your knee down there, your first job is to make sure everybody's set, but also you count everybody. And he didn't see it. He came on from the sideline. Probably better that got called for a penalty because it's not going to take him out of field goal range. But what may have happened is the guy he was supposed to block may have came in and actually blocked that kick.
So they're going to place it down at the 21-yard line. That'll make it a 31-yard attempt with the angle to the right. Snap. The kick, plenty of room, distance, and it is good. 31-yard field goal by Hollander.
Nice hold by Aguilar. And you're right, he made that by plenty of yards. So once they were first in goal from the 10, they didn't get a chance, but at least they got some points.
Okay, so now 7-3, Washington Township still leads it. Do you have golf on the brain? I know I do. There's no better time to golf than right now, and there's no better membership option out there than the Ron Jaworski Golf Eagle Pass membership. Go to ronjaworskigolf.com and learn how you can belong to 7 courses for the price of just 1. Yes, you heard me correctly. 7 courses for the price of 1. This golf membership is an amazing value with great variety that allows playing privileges to individual, family, and corporate memberships, all at Jaworski's award-winning golf courses. So a couple of big plays by Rancocas Valley. Savian Adams checking in and throwing some nice balls. Had to settle for a field goal of 31 yards. So Hollander will kick it off again. Kicked it along the ground the first time. Let's see if he's going to duplicate that right here. He is. Bounces. Picked up at the 15-yard line. Looking to circle the right end is Pratt. He's run out of bounds somewhere around the 30, 35-yard line. I'll have to see where they're going to mark it.
Well, he didn't get very far, but L1, L2, L3, they all lost contain. And he was able to get outside to the way outside up the sideline, but they had what you call a safety valve over there to knock him out of bounds. But turned it into something. He started up the left side and went up the right side and got about 5-10 yards. So first and 10 from the 30, and Washington Township, their second possession. Successful so far, 1 for 1. Let's see what they have to come here now, go the length of the field.
That voice you are now hearing is my analyst, Bill Osborne.
You're the pro, Tony. We got ourselves a great game right here. Uh-oh.
Off the right side is Beeler again. He's a hard runner, is Beeler. He's not the biggest, but he's a tough runner, and you saw it right there.
Well, you see what happened. They went to the run blitz. And when you run blitz and you don't get them at the line of scrimmage, you better beware because now you're into that second level. He almost got into the second level, and he would have been out there with the safeties. But they were able to trip him up. So he only gained about, 6 yards, though?
Well, I think the coach, though, will take 6 yards.
Yes, he will on first down.
Every single time.
Yes, you're right.
So now they come out in a trip left formation. Does that mean they're going to throw the football, or it might just be window dressing? Let's see here.
For an underneath handoff or a QB draw. There you go, underneath handoff.
There's Beeler again. Beeler has room now, grabbed at the 40-yard line. He's going to be close to a first down, and they say yes, he has it.
Nice tackle by Thomas Jason, I guess you would say. Yasin he's a 6'3", 245-pound junior D-line.
Jason, I think is how you pronounce it. But the thing is, when you saw him go down, that's Beeler, it almost looked as if there was a face mask because he was twisted.
He kind of got because he actually passed. As Jan said, he caught him from behind and pulled him down. So, but you're right, just enough to pick up the first down. So it's first and 10 at the 40. Looks like we got the uniforms. They got looks like the all New England Patriots uniforms. The Red Devils.
Well, they are the Minutemen, so
maybe
that's a fit. Off the play action, here's Aquino looking to throw to the left side. He's got his main receiver, that's Paris Pratt, at the 45, 46-yard line. The clock continues to run with 4:20 left in this opening quarter of play. 7-3, Washington Township. They're going to mark it at the 47-yard line, bring up A second down and a long two. One thing they've been able to do is stay ahead of the sticks.
Yep. Well, that was a very, very nice play on first down. I love the route. Wow. You weren't able to see it on the replay, but he went out there about 12 yards, did a great job. Like he was going to go past the DB, but just shut it down and came back to the football. He lost ground, but he was able to come back to the football and picked up 8 yards. And as you said, the coach will love that on first down.
Second down and 3, we'll call it, off the left side. Getting the call is Jalen Robinson. That's going to bring up a third down and short. So when you're a running team and you keep getting 2nd and 3, 3rd and short, that's playing right into your hands.
Absolutely. And that time they actually pulled the backside tackle. Looked like they were going to get it, but good job by Rancocas to stop him short of the first.
The give off the right side for the first down. Andrew Osborne
No relation.
on the carry.
Nice big guy, number 9, off the right side. They went into like almost like a power formation, and just with the quick hitter to the fullback. I guess the first time they called the fullback's number all game, and he didn't pick up much, but he didn't need much.
230 pounders, so that's what you want.
Yep.
Running the football on a 3rd and 1, right?
Yep. Wasn't necessarily the tush push, but it was a quick hitter to the fullback.
At the 49-yard line of Rancocas Valley, Washington Township. The give again to Beeler. Nice move at the line of scrimmage. He sheds one tackler, yet another, and he muscles his way to the 44-yard line. Looked like they had him stopped at the line of scrimmage, but he was able to escape and picked up 5 yards again on first down.
Yep, got some yak. They actually pulled their backside guard again, or tackle. He was out there and was able to kick out a little bit. But Rancocas did a nice job at the point, but they just weren't able to bring him down. And as you said, he got hit. Looked like it was going to be a no gain or a 1 yard gain, but instead he got yak and got about another 5 yards. So it's second and looks like a long 4.
At the 44 of Rancocas Valley, the Minutemen on another drive. Again, Beeler powers off the left side. You can see how he moves the pile. And he picks up maybe a couple. They're going to call it third down, and we'll say 4 yards for Washington Township. So a little bit longer than they're used to. Third down and 4. It's not as if it's long, but it's longer than they've been used to.
Yep, and normally you'd say, okay, maybe breathe a sigh of relief. You're the defensive coordinator, but you know this is 4-down territory. I would doubt very much if Washington Township would punt if they don't get this first down here, but you never know. So they're probably, they're going to do everything they can to get this 3 or 4 yards and watch the hard count. We've seen a lot of high school teams, they like to go with that hard count to try and drop the defense offside.
Especially when there's only 4 yards to go.
Right.
That's going to be an automatic first down.
Yep.
In the spread is Aquino. He's going to throw the football, and this one is caught.
Wow.
That was Pratt, their leading receiver. What a throw and what a catch. No body on that one. Just plucked it right out of the air.
Now, we should have known something. Look how wide out the receiver is. So there's two reasons for that. They're going to run an inside breaking route, or they're breaking you out outside so they can run a running play inside. And that time, the defensive back was kind of lined up with them, and there was nobody else out there because they were all worried about the run. A real nice 4 or 5 yard stick on that outside foot around that slant, and a laser from the quarterback to pick up the first down. As you said, that would be called a hands catch.
So they have the first down at the 35-yard line of Rancocas Valley with approaching 25 seconds left in this opening quarter of play. Off the right side again, terrific blocking, and inside the 30 at the 29-yard line, again getting the call is Jalen Robinson. And that's going to be, I think, the last play of this opening quarter with Washington Township leading it 7-3. They're going to put the football down just inside the 30-yard line at the 29-yard line, and that's going to do it for the first quarter of play. So after one, Washington Township leads it 7-3.
Why don't you
1940. It is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940. It is known all over the Delaware Valley.
Pride, passion, and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges, from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
All right, back here at Rancocas Valley, second down for the Minutemen. This time, again, broken tackle at the line of scrimmage. Robinson gets the call again, but coming up quickly to make the stick for the Red Devils was Daniel Rivers King, who's one of their leading tacklers. That's what I was talking about earlier. They have leading tacklers in the secondary with King, at the linebacker spot with Osterly, and then there are two defensive ends, that's being Osagula and Beasley, are terrific, especially rushing the passer, but they also have big statistics as far as tackles in their own right. So they have a really good lineup there defensively. Now it's third down and a couple. The give right side, spinning, turning, has the first down and more, down to the 21-yard line. And that's, you can say, well, that's not that long a run, but you can see how good a running back Beeler is.
Yes.
Goes to the right,
Yep.
Bounces off a tackler, spins over
See,
to the left.
spin? Yep, exactly.
And now he's got the first down with room to spare.
And it wasn't like Rancocas Valley did a bad job at the point. They did a real nice job at the point, flowing to the football. They were all in their gaps. He just did a much better job breaking out and stepping out, like 2 or 3 tackles to pick up that. Wasn't a lot of yards, but what he got, he earned every yard of that. I said every inch of that, even more so. I think we got the Rancocas Valley coaches next to us here. If you hear that yelling in the background, I love it.
Off play action, throwing to the left side. Pratt makes the reception. He's got room, and he's decked right about the 15, maybe 16-yard line. Open, so
Yep.
It's not as if they're contesting.
And look at this. Every time they look, a little crowd mode, it looks like a run play. Look at design run. Underneath handoff, the linebacker came in, and he was wide open. His man was actually blocked by 2 players, so he had a lot of room in front of him once he caught that football, which if you're a guy like that, that's a big advantage because you don't have to worry about getting hit. You just catch the football, which we saw. He's got great hands, and he's got great field vision there, too.
And Gabe Papagatas was brought in, number 44, 225-pounder. You saw
him.
him.
He did the crabbing, yep.
Yeah, for blocking purposes.
Yep, he did a nice job on the end, who blitzed from his backside.
Second down and 5 from the 16. Keeping it is Aquino to the left side. He's inside the 10-yard line. They're going to mark him somewhere around the 9-yard line, and that's going to set up a first and goal. So that's why they're so difficult to defend. You've got Beeler. They can throw the football, and then here you have the quarterback.
Look how long he rides that fake. Did you see that? I mean, not only did the linebackers, the end actually, when he saw that end crash down, he waited to the last minute, and give the running back credit too, because the running back didn't pull the ball from him. He just left his arms up there and waited for the give, and when the give didn't come, he just went forward and got hit. Quarterback pulled for the first time all game and picked up a big first down.
Of course, it's up to the quarterback whether he gives it or keeps it, not the running back.
Yep.
Left side, Beeler, pounding. Down to about the 6.5-yard line. He's a load.
Yes, he is. And, going back to what you said, Tone, as a running back, it's very difficult because when you get that ball in your stomach, you want to just take it and go. But you got to have patience, and I think that's why they're so good, because he doesn't take the ball and go. He lets the quarterback decide what he wants to do with it, rides it in there, and he knows that if he doesn't get the football, he's got to fake like he does. And if he does get the football, he's got to go, and the quarterback's got to fake it. So that's a well-oiled offense right there.
It's got to be a little difficult, though, because if you're a running back, one of the things you definitely want to do is
grab
ball security.
Yes, that's a good point. Very good.
So what do? Do you just let him take it? That's what you do. Here he is again. Beeler to the goal line, and he is in easily untouched. That's going to make it 13-3.
Yep, that time here, they didn't really get anybody to crash. Watch this here. You'll see they're in like a 4-man. It's not really defense, goal line, but they got 7 there guys up there. They pulled that outside backer. Do you see that back? And then they missed the end, missed him, and so did the linebacker. That was the first time that the Rancocas Valley defense did not really play assignment football. They did not get their reads, and they weren't in the right spot, and that was a bad time because it was a touchdown.
Luke Sheets with the extra point, and it is good. So we have 8:24 left till halftime. It is now Washington Township 14 and the Red Devils 3.
Township 14, the Rancocas Valley Red Devils 3.
Were we able to do that anyone else?
Corn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940. It is known all over.
All right, back here at Rancocas Valley, 14-3. Beeler has been a beast. Taken by Birdsong at the 15-yard line. Starts off to his right. Cuts back to his left. Has a alley, but they catch him at the 34-yard line. And Rancocas Valley will open for business at their own 34-yard line. Now down by the count of 14-3 with 8:18 left in this first half of play. I'm sure they'd like to get on the board again.
They got to, yeah.
Because the thing you got to keep in mind is they get the second half kickoff as well because they declined on the coin flip. So, first down at the 34-yard line.
First and 10 for the Red Devils.
The give off the left side. Nice gain across the 40 to the 42-yard line. That was Bellamy. Bellamy, of course, a track star as a sprinter, so you want to try to get to him before he gets to the second level.
Well, and to your point, not only is Washington Township 2 for 2 on their possessions and scoring, they're also chewing up the clock. And they got the ball back now with only this thing, and this is like their second, third possession. They got 8 minutes to go in the second quarter, and they're now they come away with 3 points, but not 7. So to your point, if they got to stay within striking distance.
Second down and 2 at the 42. A great cutback by Bellamy across the 45 has the first down to the 48-yard line. You saw him start to his left, then he cut it back to his right behind the blocking and picked up the first down.
And, a lot of times running backs, you'll see, they like to bounce it outside because there's less congestion out there. But I like what they did here. See how he put his foot in the ground right there? Put his foot in the ground, got his shoulder, squared the line of scrimmage, and said, okay, I may not bust it for 20 yards, but I'm going to bust it for the first down.
First down for the Red Devils. Ball at the 48-yard line. Approaching 7 minutes left in this opening half of play. Adams with a quick throw over the middle, just out of the reach of Harrison. Incomplete.
Adams has got a real nice arm. He's got a great quarterback presence, even though he's a little guy. But that time, he just didn't get his feet set, and he wasn't really necessary because he didn't get a lot of pressure. He gets his feet set and gets good, I guess you could say good fundamentals. That ball's a strike, but unfortunately, he was backpedaling and threw it out of the out of the way or out of the reach of the receiver.
Also, something you have to watch. He's coming off that sprained knee.
Yep.
Will they want him to run the football? Because he's a double threat, a dual threat, a very good one, but you don't want to put him in harm's way after that injury. Adams fires over the middle. This one is incomplete, intended for McQueen. Defending on the play was Isaac Parra.
Now, McQueen's down here on the bottom of your screen here. Watch, he runs like a little what you call a little semi-post, a little skinny post. hits on that back foot. It's just a timing route. Nobody underneath. He just threw the ball just a little bit behind McQueen. Not a lot, but a little bit behind him, and a nice job by the defensive back to that side, number 21.
Para.
Isaac Para. Nice job on him, and he was now you're back in zone. This is cover 2. They showed man, now they're in cover 2.
Third down at 10. Adams fires over the middle. Harrison's got it at the 35. Cuts to his right, and he's inside the 25. They're going to mark it right at the 25. A bullet by Adams, and right there was Harrison to snare it.
And that's how you attack cover 2. You throw to the middle read. You have the outside guys. They outside release, which pulls the 2 DBs on the hash marks away. You see how they were going away from each other to watch the go route? And now that little inside route was wide open. Great job of reading by Adams, and a nice laser for the first down.
So timeout now with 6:22 left till halftime. 14-3, Rancocas Valley is trailing.
This is the last call.
All right, Rancocas Valley looking to answer the score by Washington Township. First down, right about the 25-yard line, and I believe Washington Township jumped, and that's going to give them 5 yards.
Let's see which way you're pointing. Now, we were always taught when that happened, everybody points. I didn't really see a lot of people pointing, but you called it, Tone. Right on that.
Pop Agandas,
Yep.
who's 225 pounds, so when he jumps across,
Yeah.
kind of
In other words, you're not going to be able to hide anywhere, right, Tone?
That's right.
That's right.
So now 1st and 5, the ball right at the 20-yard line of Washington Township. Here's the toss left side. Turning the corner to the 11-yard line on the carry was Hakeem Theresa Jr.
They got him on the backside, and you're right, 5'10", 160 pounds. They just put him in motion. And, Washington Township is so good, it's really difficult to get outside, but I guess you can't run between the tackles on every play. So at first I thought that was going to be window dressing, but a little underneath shovel toss, hand, or what do you call that, pitch, picked up 2 yards.
2nd down and a couple. Here's Bellamy up the middle. Bellamy to the goal line, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown.
Wow. Well, that's how you go between the watch guys. I see there's a couple guys making business decisions on this play, Tony. If you know what I mean. I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but watch him hit this between the tackles. They actually pulled the guy with window dressing, linebacker, defensive back, and a free safety. And those last two were like, well, he's got a head of steam, and I'm not going to stop him, but I might get a headache. So a couple business decisions were made. It's almost like they was just you were playing 7-on-7. You just tag him off, but you don't tackle him. Man, was he a truck coming through there.
14-9, Hollander with whistles sounding. So this is the second time in a row, Bill, where they've either attempted a field goal or an extra point where they've had a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, you're right.
So they'll move them back 5 yards.
And there's really no excuse for that, Tony, when they have 10 guys on the field because you practice it. I mean, you do bench control, every Thursday. So, all right, we'll see what happens.
From the 15, that's a 25-yard attempt for the extra point. And it is good.
You got it.
14-10. Washington Township continues to lead, 5:36 left in the first half.
How about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid's solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo.
You saying I did?
Come on! Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this.
We're back here at Rancocas Valley, now 14-10.
That was a 7-play, 2 minutes and 42 seconds, 66 yards, touchdown, answering possession for the Red Devils.
Hollander again along the ground, picked up at the 25-yard line, turning the corner to the 32-yard line. On the return for the Minutemen was Drew Dorsey. So one thing I think that Rancocas Valley would like to do here with 5:29 left in the first half is not allow them to score another touchdown.
That's right.
Because they get the ball to start the second half. They want to keep it at no less than 14-10.
That's a real good point because we've seen what Washington Township can do. So now if you're a Rancocas, what do you do here, Tone? You're within striking distance. Do you do what you're doing, which, you're not giving up the big play, but you're not stopping them either? So do you want to try and get these run blitz so you get a real long 2nd and 10? We'll see, because you said first down, Washington Township's been awesome.
At the 32-yard line, Beeler, look at that, cut inside, then bounces outside. He turns the corner, and he's close to another first down. That right there is a beautiful run.
Absolutely, and if you watch what happened, they had a long count. They had a go on 2, and they saw on the first go the linebackers moved. So they knew that was a run blitz because the linebackers were coming in their gap, and once the linebackers filled their gap, he did a great job of running. He says, well, you know what? The linebackers have already filled inside. All I got is a couple DBs on the outside. I'm going to bounce it, and that's exactly what he did. Very good vision and a great job of getting to the outside. Good block out there by the wide receiver, too.
2nd and less than a yard, but you saw him. He took the football, looked to cut inside. That was just a fake.
Yep.
Continued driving to the left, did it again,
yes,
and then took it to the outside, bounced it, and almost got the first down. 2nd and less than a yard. He is really tough to bring down. Going to throw it again. Here's Aquino, finds room, busts up the middle across the 45-yard line to the 46, picks up the first down and more. Going to mark it at the 47-yard line, so.
Nice job of them on that 2nd and 1. He can really pretty much do any play. Sometimes I'll throw it deep just to see what they can do, see if they can loosen up the outside. But good job. Inside run, pick up the first down. We haven't really had any holding plays on the inside offensive interior. That one, they look like they may have had one, but right now the officials are letting them play.
Splitting out to the right side is Pratt. Slot to the left side. Aquino again going to the air. Being rushed, he's hit. Gets it away, though, and it's complete for a first down and more along the left sideline. That was Pratt.
Yep, and they knew they were in man-to-man coverage. And look at the blocking up front. Now, because he was able to take so much time and survey the field, watch how much time he had. And your receiver's he's underneath there. Watch, all he does is clear the linebackers, but it's man-to-man coverage. And once you get beat inside, that's when you know you're in trouble, because when you're playing man-to-man and the wide receiver crosses your face, you have no help inside. And they knew it on the offensive side, and just a great job of patience. And again, as you said, that's his number 1 receiver, and it showed why there.
Samir McCoy makes the tackle, but not before, again, another first down. Beeler left side. Beeler breaks a tackle, cuts to his left, still on his feet. Another first down. He's inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. They are playing like a well-oiled machine.
Yes, they are. And they can't be right. In other words, watch what happens here. When Rancocas is in their pass defense, they run the football. That means when you only have 5 or 6 hats or 5 or 6 inside that 7-man box, you call it. When they have 7 or 8 in the box, they throw the ball to the outside because they know it's man. Just a great job. That time only 6 guys in the box inside, and they knew if they ran it, they had enough guys to block them, and that's what happened.
Hostily made the tackle. Trips to the right side, a stacked formation for the Minutemen. But instead up the middle for 2, maybe 3.
And that time there was like 6.5 in the box. They had that outside backer to the short side of the field. He kind of walked out a little bit, but they had enough guys inside. They only had 5 and maybe the tight end, the block. So at least 6 on 6. It gave them a fighting chance, and they did a good job coming off their blocks. And that's one of the first times, Tone, that we can actually say it's 2nd and long. It's almost been 2nd and medium or 2nd and short, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
2nd and 8. Again, that trip formation to the right side. A stacked formation.
Yeah, very difficult to defend when they actually throw the football.
Aquino will throw. Great protection. Throws deep down the right side, and this one is incomplete. You were thinking this could be a penalty, right?
No
Because
doubt.
the defender had his back turned to the quarterback.
Yeah.
And he was looking to hinder the receiver, but they were able to get away with it.
And they had everybody open. The one receiver who was the second receiver, he outside release and ran a go, wide open. The inside receiver ran a slant, wide open, and the back receiver ran a bubble route, and he was open.
Well, I was wrong because they did throw a flag.
Oh, I thought that's why you said that. Because right down in the corner, ball was underthrown, and he actually face guarded him.
Yes.
He almost came up with the catch anyway.
15-yard walk-off.
But if you're Aquino, he want that ball back because he knew he had his receiver open. He just waited just a little bit too long to let go of that football. He just had to trust his receiver because he was open.
They place it down at just inside the 15-yard line of Rancocas Valley with the first down.
15-yard line.
So the last time they were here, they actually ran a couple running plays up the gut. And remember the last time they ran it, he went in pretty much untouched. So let's see what they have. Huh? They got 3-by-1. They got a tight end and 2 receivers, and they got another receiver to the wide side.
At the 14-yard line, Beeler gets the call again. Inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Very patient runner as well.
Yeah. Well, he was behind a couple of his big hosses out there, and when you have those hosses out there, you just watch their, I guess you could say, their backsides a little bit, and just watching where they're at, and kind of set up their running backs or come to DBs where they're at, and just kind of seating his sneak behind him a little bit. He did that, picked up 5, maybe 6.
So the ideal situation for Washington Township right here would be score and don't leave Rancocas Valley any time.
That's exactly right. They're going to take as much time in the huddle. You're exactly right. This is definitely 4-down territory.
Pratt out to the left side. Again, Beeler. No touching at all. Straight up the gut, 7 yards. Blocking has been terrific in the red zone.
You called it again on that underneath handoff between the tackles. They got their goal line offense in there. And look, Rancocas Valley they weren't set. They weren't set, and they didn't have their goal line package in there. Didn't look like because they only had 3 guys down. And the other guys were kind of moving around, standing up. So they caught them off guard because they went on first sound. And when they snapped the football, Rancocas Valley was definitely not set.
Sheets tacks on the extra point to make it 21-10, but they do leave 1 minute and 38 seconds for Rancocas Valley, and I think they have, if not all, most of their timeouts remaining. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this.
That was surprising.
All right, so Washington Township scores again. They are so efficient in running that offense with both the running of Beeler and the passing and running of their quarterback, Aquino.
That was an 8-play, 3 minutes and 51-second drive, 68 yards again with a touchdown.
And this one's going to go out of bounds by Sheets, so at least Rancocas Valley will get good field position off the
Yeah.
penalty.
That's right. So they're going to have now, you said, all their timeouts. And, this is a very experienced offense. Experienced quarterback, 2 pretty good experienced wide receivers. They got some veterans up front. So a lot of times, like when we do these games, not a lot of teams have a 2-minute drill because they got to come to the sideline all the time. They don't really have the ability to call 2 plays in the huddle. They don't have wristbands. Not Rancocas. They snap the football. They get right back in the huddle and they call from the sideline.
They'll have it at the 37-yard line. Some other scores. Ocean City tied with Middle Township. No score in the first quarter. Mainland Regional leads Egg Harbor Township 7-0 in the first quarter. Lenape and St. Augustine scoreless in the first. Holy Spirit and Delsey scoreless as well. Give you some updated scores in just a minute. Throw left side is complete. Looking to escape, but not any chance of that happening. Pass completed to Hakeem Theresa, but he was unable to have any running room, just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this was just what you call a jailbreak screen, but not really to their number 1 receiver. It's more like to their running back or their 3rd receiver. He's going to go outside, and he went inside, and Washington Township said, nuh-uh, not tonight. They were all over him. No gain.
McKeith Carr on the tackle, throw over the middle. This one is incomplete again, throwing behind McQueen at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, again, not your best throw. He wasn't set up in there. This is one of these plays where you got to get your body around. I know that nowadays a lot of times the receivers like to put their hand out there and catch the football, but if you do your drill, we used to call it, it's a bad ball drill, but you get your body behind, it's called you get your body around. You get your body around, you catch the ball with 2 hands, and you just spin around, and you really don't lose any, I guess you can say, any type of speed. You're able to catch the football and stay on your path. You may not break it, but you catch the football. That time he just tried to get his hand out there and just throw it and catch it, or catch it with 1 hand. He wasn't able to do so. There's a big 3rd down.
Double slot formation.
So if they don't get this 1st down, Tony, they got to decide they're going to go on 4th down or punt it away.
Adams firing to the left side is complete to Birdsong, and he's thrown out of bounds, close to a 1st down. Where the official is standing as I look across the field, it is a 1st down, so a big play there.
This is just one of these plays that you run all the time during the summer. You have your inside guy runs the out, and the outside guy runs the go. Or the outside guy runs the in, and the inside guy runs the go, and you just pick and read. And that time, nice job. The inside guy and he knew where the 1st down was. That's also more important. You got to get to the 1st down stick. He went right to about 10 or 11 yards. And then Adams threw the football on a strike, and they're able to move the chains.
Markeith Carr on the coverage. Again, Adams rolling to his right, fires down the right sideline. This one is incomplete. Kind of looking for a back shoulder throw there, but just could not get it. Under some pressure.
Yep, cover 2. The inside guy, or actually the outside guy, he ran a go route, and the inside guy ran a little stutter and ran a I guess you call it like a middle read or like a skinny post. He was open because he pulled the DB who was on the hash off the hash because he was worried about the go route on the outside release. So not a real good decision by Adams. Maybe the receiver didn't get their adjustment either because he stayed on his path to a go route. So he wasn't within 10 yards of that. But nonetheless, it wasn't intercepted. They lived another down.
You see Adams coming to the sideline to get some direct communication with Coach Lucas. Snap, throws to the right side. This one is incomplete.
Yeah, a little bit of hurry there. That was the same play they ran to the short side of the field when they picked up the 1st down. The inside receiver, who again that time it was Birdsong, he ran the outside route we call stop, and then you kind of roll out to about 5 to 10 yards. He wasn't going 10 yards on that play, but the outside guy ran the clear route and ran a go, but he just couldn't complete the pass. And now you got 3rd and 10 here.
47 seconds remaining off the incompletion as the clock stops.
And they're in zone with man underneath. Oh, they threw him off sides, Tony.
So that'll make it a little easier.
Yeah.
Instead of 3rd and 10, it'll be 3rd and 5, and it also gives them more of an opportunity if they choose to go on 4th.
Right, and here's the thing. This is why that's key right now, because if they can pick up the 1st down here, you can take 3 or 4 shots into the end zone. Because right now, I don't know if you want to take that risk because you got to get the 1st down. That's the most important thing. You got to get 2. You got 2 downs to get 5 yards. That's first and foremost.
Ball marked at the 47-yard line of Washington Township. 3rd down and 5. Adams, quick throw to the left side. Here's McQueen. McQueen hit down at the 41-yard line. He's got the first down.
Yep, really smart, well-designed play. McQueen, they went 3 receivers to the wide side. They went the running back in motion to the wide side. Watch this. They made everybody say, we're going to the right. We're going to the wide side. But really, McQueen is down low to the short side. He just ran a little stop route. He knew he needed 5 yards. Very smart. Picked it up. First down.
Okay, so there's 41.7 seconds left till halftime. 21-10, Washington Township leads it. And more than 400 crafters, food vendors, and entertainers will line a mile of downtown Asbury Avenue between 5th Street and 14th Street October 11th, which just happens to be tomorrow. The Ocean City Fall Block Party will feature entertainers and brands at various spots along the avenue between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. The Ocean City Fall Block Party, October 11th, starting at 9 a.m. That's tomorrow. Remember, Ocean City is twice as nice in the fall.
Well, speaking of that, again, I want to wish my oldest son, Billy, who's out there in Boston, playing for Bentley, a happy birthday.
And I second that.
Thank you, Tony.
First down for the Red Devils at the 41-yard line of Washington Township. You see Adams giving some signals to his offensive lineman. Also, the running back may have changed the play. Here's Bellamy. Bellamy finds room. Bellamy cuts back to the left, inside the 25 to the 24-yard line, and they're going to call an immediate timeout. So there you saw them kind of cross him up because he wasn't touched till he got into the second.
Can you stop the timeout real quick? Stop the. No, I'm going to count for you. All right, now we'll come back now. I wanted to show you why they ran that running play instead of the passing play, because the quarterback comes out and he knows it's a check with me, and he sees how many hats are inside the box. If there's 4 or 5, he knows he can get everybody out there. Everybody can get blocked. He's going to be able to run the football. If there's 6 or 7 guys in the box, he's going to pass the football because it's man-to-man on the outside. I don't know if we can come back and run that replay again and just stop it, but great job coming out of the timeout, reading the defense, and a great job of executing there by the quarterback, Adams, and the running back, and the lineman. Everybody did a great job on that play.
So I believe that Rancocas Valley still has 1 timeout left. I
think you're right on that. And they're in field goal range here, but now you got 1st and 10. You can take a couple shots in there whether you want slants, but watch down here where they're singled up here with their number 1 receiver.
Here's Adams, fires to the right side. This one is thrown behind again, the intended receiver that falls incomplete.
Is that Birdsong? Or is that
no, that was Terrence Knighton.
Yeah.
He's a transfer.
Yep. He outside release. Good job with the defensive back. I want to get his number. He did a nice job of riding him out of bounds and really not having anywhere to throw that football.
Second down and 10 from the 24-yard line.
And Tony, if he runs with that guy and he's outside releases, they can slip a running back into the flat and nobody will be there. So we'll see what they decide to do here on second down.
Adams fires over the middle. This one is intercepted off the deflection at the 10-yard line. Cutting it back and being grabbed and thrown down at the 34-yard line was Jair Moore off the deflection. So unfortunate for the Red Devils.
Again, went 3 by 1, and they're running you see that? He was a single receiver to the short side of the field. They ran that slant. They've been running all day long. Ball was just a little bit high, and we complimented him early on to be able to catch the ball in his hands. At that time, it just seemed like maybe it was a little bit too hot. And unfortunately, the ball was up. That was a tip drill. And Washington Township comes away with the interception with 18.8 left in the first half.
And as far as McQueen is concerned, I think that Adams, of course, he's missed 4 weeks in a row, a little behind him on a lot of his throws are a little too high. There you saw it again. That caused the deflection and the interception. They're going to just take a knee here to get out of this first half. And that'll do it. Washington Township takes 21-10 lead into halftime. Rancocas Valley was driving, but the interception took care of that. 21-10. We are at halftime. Just to give you a few more updated scores that we have for you. Let me see if I can find them. Ocean City now leads Middle Township 14-0. Mainland on top of Egg Harbor Township 14-0. St. Augustine, Lenape scoreless, as is Holy Spirit and Delsey. That's about all we have for you right now. So at halftime, 21-10, Washington Township leads it. We will step aside and then be back with the second half kickoff.
Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940.
Passion and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges, from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com. Pride, passion, and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf.
Highway Tire and Auto Service stocks a wide selection of tires for your vehicle. Their passenger tire inventory includes favorite brands like Goodyear, Kelly, and Dunlop. But there's more. Highway Tire and Auto Service, family-owned and operated for over 60 years, also offers specials on oil changes, alignment, and brake service. Highway Tire and Auto Service, 1661 Route 38 in Mount Holly. Phone them at 609-267-5300 or visit them online at highwaytires.com. Highway Tire and Auto Service.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid's solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
I can earn that solo!
You saying I did?
Yeah!
What's wrong with you?
Planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, or phone 609-398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality.
For a certified pre-owned vehicle, Miller Ford has a great selection to complement any lifestyle or budget. Plus, not just any car can be certified pre-owned Ford. Only the best cared for vehicles are chosen and then backed with Ford factory coverage, a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty, special financing, a clean Carfax report, and 24-hour roadside assistance. Find an affordable, reliable, and certified Miller Ford today. Miller makes it better. Route 38 Mount Holly and 24/7 at millerford.com.
If you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, or phone 609-398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality.
Looking for a certified pre-owned vehicle? Miller Ford has a great selection to complement any lifestyle or budget. Plus, not just any car can be certified pre-owned Ford. Only the best cared for vehicles are chosen and then backed with Ford factory coverage, a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty, special financing, a clean Carfax report, and 24-hour roadside assistance. Find an affordable, reliable, and certified Miller Ford today. Miller makes it better. Route 38 Mount Holly and 24/7 at millerford.com.
High school athletes who want to play in college face a complicated process. Recruitment, eligibility, choosing the right school, it's overwhelming. Navigate Athletics will guide you through it all. Navigate Athletics has unmatched expertise and insight to coach you to success. Don't drop the ball on your college career. Visit navigateathletics.com to get your free consultation. That's navigateathletics.com. Navigate Athletics, empowering athletes, supporting families.
Whoever you are, whatever you like, there's a place where memories become traditions. So this summer, come on down and enjoy all that's fun at the shore. Plan today and book your vacation in America's greatest family resort. Ocean City, New Jersey. We're less than a tank of gas away.
Parent Chief Chapels has been part of the greater Mount Holly community for more than 180 years. Community service and participation are both part of their heritage. When you have need of their services, call 609-267-0399 or go to their website at parentchief.com or just visit their offices at 438 High Street in Mount Holly. They are there to help honor the memory of your loved one. Parent Chief Chapels, a proud supporter of the student athletes at Rancocas Valley High School. Rancocas Valley football is presented in part by APS Supply Company in Beverly. Call them at 609-877-7900 and let them know what you need. By Quality Concrete in Cinnaminson, where your residential concrete needs are their top priority. Phone 856-829-6000. And by Vimco, a manufacturer and distributor of quality construction supplies and accessories. Phone 610-768-0500.
Hey, bring it in, let's go. On the move. Come on, let's go, homie.
Bring it in. Listen up, get tight.
Hey, guys, listen, this is the most important timeout I've ever called.
Things are getting out of control out there, and we need to regroup. Hate.
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 Hate. Hate. Hate.
Hate is winning out there.
Not on these fields, but in our country.
In our communities.
On our streets.
In our schools.
And we need to stop it.
To stop it.
Stop it.
The anger.
The hostility.
The pain.
So let's take this moment
right now
to change the momentum
and call a timeout
on hate.
On hate.
On hate.
Together.
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 It is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940.
We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges, from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
Stocks a wide selection of tires for your vehicle. Their passenger tire inventory includes favorite brands like Goodyear, Kelly, and Dunlop. But there's more. Highway Tire and Auto Service, family owned and operated for over 60 years, also offers specials on oil changes, alignment, and brake service. Highway Tire and Auto Service, 1661 Route 38 in Mount Holly. Phone them at 609-267-5300 or visit them online at highwaytires.com.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year. Come on.
on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
I can earn that solo!
You saying I did?
Yeah!
If you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, or phone 609-398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality.
For a certified pre-owned vehicle, Miller Ford has a great selection to complement any lifestyle or budget. Plus, not just any car can be certified pre-owned Ford. Only the best cared-for vehicles are chosen and then backed with Ford factory coverage, a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty, special financing, a clean Carfax report, and 24-hour roadside assistance. Find an affordable, reliable, and certified Miller Ford today. Miller makes it better. Route 38 Mount Holly and 24/7 at millerford.com.
Your actions in the stands impact participating students, including your child. Be respectful. Be supportive. Do your part in creating a positive and educational environment for everyone. To learn more, watch the Parent Seat video at the NFHS Learning Center.
Athletes who want to play in college face a complicated process. Recruitment, eligibility, choosing the right school, it's overwhelming. Navigate Athletics will guide you through it all. Navigate Athletics has unmatched expertise and insight to coach you to success. Don't drop the ball on your college career. Visit navigateathletics.com to get your free consultation. That's navigateathletics.com. Navigate Athletics, empowering athletes, supporting families.
All right, we go to the second half. Rancocas Valley down to the number 2 team in South Jersey, Washington Township, 21-10. They will receive the second half kickoff. Luke Sheets will kick it away. Birdsong and Bellamy back to receive it. Again, kicking out of bounds, and that'll give Rancocas Valley really good field position to start this first drive or first series of the second half, down in 21-10. It's been the Colin Beebe show, or excuse me, the Colin, find it here, Beeler show here in this first half. He scored all 3 touchdowns. Neither team has punted the football in this first half of play. So it looks like Rancocas Valley is going to have the penalty be assessed and force them to kick it over. Instead of adding the 5 yards to the end or placing it at the 35-yard line, they want to give their returners a chance to bring it back. Sheets with the kick. Birdsong at the 10. Birdsong across the 30 to the 34-yard line, but it looks like they may have a hold, and they do against Rancocas Valley. So it's going to put it back to the 24-yard line, make the task ahead more difficult. Rancocas Valley has been able to move the football, committing that costly turnover off the deflection, the pass intended for McQueen off his fingertips and then intercepted by Washington Township with about a minute left in the first half. Rancocas Valley was driving at the time. Nearly a fumble on the handoff from Adams. I believe that was Bellamy. It was, and they lose 4 yards on first down, so they get the holding penalty on the return, and now on first down have trouble with the exchange, and that's going to bring up a second down and 14. Ball now just outside the 15-yard line at the 16. Trips to the right side for the Red Devils. Another marker on the play.
Flag on the play.
Waiting for the indication. Unsportsmanlike called against, I think it might be both teams. Mike Warner with the referee giving us the indication. So still second down and 14. Getting a little chippy out there to start this second half of play. Adams rolling to his right, throwing. Again, the deflection, but unable to complete it. Intended for Harrison. About the 27-yard line, so that'll bring up a third down now and 14. So not the kind of start that Rancocas Valley wanted. Here, getting the football to start this second half of play.
Ball is spotted on the 16-yard line.
They need the 31 to pick up the first down. Adams, plenty of time, fires over the middle, and this one is caught by Harrison, who has the first down at the 35-yard line, found the dead spot on the zone, and was able to haul it in. Good throw there by Adams. Here it is again. Gets great protection on the throw. Fires to the right side, and there you see Harrison making the reception at the 35-yard line. So on a 3rd and 14, they're able to connect. Throw is deep along the left sideline, intended for McQueen. Overthrown again. Defending on the play was Isaac Parra. Second down for the Red Devils, trailing at 21-10. Early in this third quarter of play. Inside counter, not going to really be that effective. Now a fumble, a loose ball. It's picked up by Washington Township, and they're going to take it to the house.
And that is a touchdown for the Minutemen.
Parker Reese scoops and scores for Washington Township, and that right there is a tough one. See it here again. At the 32-yard line, it's kicked around, and now Reese picks it up. No resistance, and he takes it in for the score. Sheets for the point after. That is good.
Point is good with 10:06 remaining in the third quarter. The score is
So, 28 to 10. The fumble and the touchdown. And the task now just gets a whole lot harder for Rancocas Valley.
If you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, or phone 609-398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality. If you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes.
So the fumble and the touchdown on the scoop by Reese. 28-10, 10:06 left in the third quarter of play. So that was a tough one to swallow.
Yeah, not the way you want to start if you're RV. Just let that go into that. Yeah, phew, that was close. You see that? He almost picked that up at the 1.
Let it go?
Yeah, phew, smart play. He almost picked that up at the 1. He would have had a headache at about the 11. Wow.
Birdsong thought better of it and made the right choice.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So now RV, all right, this game, they got a long second half. They got to just take advantage of their possessions. They can't control anything else except this possession right now. And they got enough guys. You can't score 18 points on one possession. You can only get 7 or 8. And sometimes we forget that when we're playing. I want to get it all back, but all right, let's see how they're a veteran team.
Well, if you're a big optimist, you're looking at this and saying, well, they gave up the scoop and score on the fumble, but that means we have 10 minutes left in the third quarter.
They didn't take 9 minutes off the clock, right? There you go, T. That's a half full class statement.
But given their choice, I'm sure they did not want to fumble the football.
No.
Off the left side, Bellamy pounds maybe for a yard. That's about all. Bellamy scored the touchdown for the Red Devils. There have been few penalties in this game, not too many, and neither team has punted.
No, and Washington Township, and here's the other thing, Tony. This is like one of the first times of the week I remember the RV is backed up. And when you're got that goal line in your back pocket right there, you don't necessarily have all the playbook opened up. So you're a little conservative until you get out, north of the 30-yard line. So let's see what they got.
2nd and 9. Harrison in motion to the right side. Adams fires to the right side, and this one is incomplete.
I was a big fan of Adams last year, and just this game right here, he is just playing very, very, or I should say throwing, very, very undisciplined. He threw that ball from almost his hip pocket on the right side. I'm not quite sure why, because he didn't have anybody chowing him down, but he had his man wide open, who outside released on cover 2, and he was wide open. He just threw him behind him and missed him again. But I think it's because of the way he's thrown the football.
Had to get it over the defender that was close to McQueen, but just too far. 3rd down and 9. Adams again, good protection, now fires, but he's hit. Ball pops up in the air, and that's what you hate to see if you're Rancocas Valley, because nothing good can come out of that.
Well, Washington Township ran what you call a man under, zone over top, and they just are not going to get beat deep. So the middle of the field was wide open, and he almost took off. And if he would have taken off right away, watch this right here. Great job on replay. Now watch. You see, they're in man. They got a 4-man rush. Linebacker, everybody's there. Now, if he just takes off right there, he probably picks up the first down. But he just got a little bit of pressure from the backside. And he saw in front of him that the whole middle of the field was open. He just didn't like what his potential was to get the first down.
Hollander will kick from his own 6-yard line. Joyner back to get it. Thinks better of it. Lets the roll continue to the 30-yard line. Going to mark it at the 31-yard line. So Washington Township will take over first time the offense has had the football, and yet they've already scored 7 points.
Yeah. And right there, I watched the punt returners a lot, and they only had one man deep. And, that right there, Washington Township gave up 15, 20 yards on the bounce. But if he would have caught that in the air, he probably could have gotten our 10 yards. You're looking at a 1st and 10 from maybe at the 40, the other 40. So Rancocas Valley, got a break there with that bounce, and the ball now at the 30.
Some updated scores. Ocean City easily on top of Middle Township, 28-0. Mainland Regional over Egg Harbor Township, 40-0. Both of those games in the third quarter. Aquino gives off to Old Reliable off the left side. That's Colin Beeler, who has scored all the touchdowns other than the fumble recovery, all the touchdowns from offense. He's been terrific.
Well, that possession of Rancocas not scoring, again, when you're back in the 20-yard line, you got to be really careful with your plays, and they were very, I guess you'd say they were very conservative, but give Washington Township credit. Now here, Tony, that's another time we see it. They only got 1 or 2 yards, so this now we'll see if they can keep them, because they have not been, I guess, stopped on second down the whole game.
Second and a long 8 for the Minutemen. Looking to sweep the right side, now cutting it back. Good gain near the first down marker. Continues to move the pile, still won't go down, and he has the first down at the 45-yard line. Ayer Moore on the carry, impressively so.
Yep, tried to get outside, and they did a nice job stopping the outside with contain. But he put his foot in the ground. When he put his foot in the ground, he got north-south. Nobody was scraping. Those linebackers in the backside end, they weren't scraping. So he was able to get in that second level and pick up the first down. Good, hard running. They had a chance, though, Tony. They had a chance to stop him on second down.
Of course, you have Beeler, and now you have Moore running the football well. It makes the job much tougher. Here's Beeler. This time, nothing there at all. Knocked out at the line of scrimmage. That's what makes it so difficult, though, Bill, is that even if they're in a 2nd and 8, they can run the football.
Yeah.
They don't have to throw it.
They don't have to throw it. You're exactly right. So this will be really interesting to see right here, because a couple times they run that jailbreak screen, but you can see right now they are taking their time. He's like, you see, he's like literally walking across right there. Like, he's walking back from the sideline, just taking his time, and they're going to take as much of the 40 seconds as they can off that clock. This is a big down right here. This play right here is really big for Rancocas.
2nd and 10 from the 45. The give off the right side. Another big gain. Another first down. Breaks another tackle, and he's inside the 40 at the 35-yard line. On the carry, once again, was Jalen Robinson. So you can see that it's not just Beeler who can run the football. They've got 3 or 4 backs who are very good as well.
Let's see if we can stop it. I was going to try to think and stop it, because Rancocas, for some reason, they had a stacked 3 or 4 players on the short side of the field over that backside tackle, and I wasn't sure why. And Washington Township saw it because they ran away from it. There was just not enough hats on the outside. They took advantage of that with Robinson with a nice run on the outside and then cut it back for a big gain.
Off the right side. Now training direction, I should say, and this time is going to be thrown for a 4 or 5 yard loss.
Yep.
That was Robinson, but when you're running it up the gut and there's nothing there, just try to get a yard or two, because you bounce it outside sometimes, and that's what happens.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, now we're seeing that Washington Rancocas is having success defensively on first down, but they haven't been able to get them in second and long yet. So we'll see if they're able to get back-to-back stops. And you can see, again, Washington Township taking a lot of time right now.
They'll have it at their own 41. Check that, at Rancocas Valley, 41 yard line.
Here's that trip select, Tony, to the wide side. And here comes the blitz. Right into the blitz. And they missed it.
Beeler was caught at the line of scrimmage and then bounced it outside. Again, a big gainer to the 22-yard line. He's kind of got all you look for in a running back.
Yep, and when you watch this replay, watch the backside so you can stop it right here. Watch the linebacker come up here, Tony, right here when the ball's getting ready to stop. Right there. They bled the blitz right into the blitz, got the tackle. But Beeler's able to see it. He gets his shoulders and it's 2nd and 15 or 14, he gets into the second level because they came with the blitz. And when you come with the blitz, if you don't tackle him, you got a lot of rim.
Yeah, tackling has been a problem for the Red Devils in this game. Lots of broken tackles by the backs for Washington Township. Again, the trip stack formation to the right side. Here's the give. Again, Beeler. Look at him drive inside the 10-yard line for the first down. I mean, he's been unstoppable.
Yes, and Washington Township is just wearing Rancocas Valley down right now. You can just see it. There's just pounding. They're not able to get outside and get a hat on a hat, and their tackling is starting to go, which means they're getting tired, which you can see now they all got their hands on their hip. This is another long drive.
Well, it's demoralizing,
Very
right?
demoralizing,
I've never played the game at this kind of level, but mano on mano, when you run the football, the defense can't stop it. It's really demoralizing.
Especially between the tackle running like this. I mean, this is just, here I am, pound it right at you.
There it is again, pulled back by Aquino. Fooled me for a second, but he minimal gain to the left side.
Really nice job at Rancocas that time. Washington Township, you know why they fooled? They fooled me too, Tony. They pulled their guard and their tackle from the backside. They went like heavy to the wide side of the field, and they pulled them like they were going to run a sweep or a power to the right, and instead they ran a counter back to the short side. But Rancocas, either because they got blocked that way or because they did a nice job of reading, and they did a good job of tackling for only a 1-yard gain. So here we go again, 2nd and long. This is definitely 4-down territory, excuse me.
No question. 2nd and long, 2nd and goal from the 7 or 8 yard line.
They got to watch the slant down here. He's wide again.
Fake to Beeler, throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defending on the play, intended for Pratt, but McQueen, the nice job defending. 8 on 8.
Yep. And see, you can't just run the slant. You got to do something. When you widen, as soon as you widen again, it's like fool me once, your fault, fool me twice, my fault. Well, that time he went wide again. Nobody else was out there. And that's what I said. You got to watch the slant. Because I saw it out there, and I said, when you're out that wide, outside by the numbers, you're either running an inside breaking route or you're just trying to get them wide and so you can run an inside run route or running play. And that time they came with the slant again. He did a real nice job. McQueen did of knocking that down. So you set up a 3rd and long.
Pratt, their leading receiver at 6'2", and McQueen equals his size at 6'3".
Yep, now you can run it.
There's Beeler again. Just a minimal gain, though, right about the 5 or 6 yard line, so that's going to bring up a 4th down. Sheets can kick the football. There's no question about it. He's done well.
Are they going to come in with the goal line package, or are they going to kick this field goal here? Oh, they're going to hit the field goal.
Going to place it down around the 12-yard line.
And they better not draw them offside, so Rancocas got to sit in there. This is a win for the defense.
22-yard attempt. Keno to hold it. High enough, deep enough, and it is good.
Well,
so now 31-10, Rancocas Valley on the short end, and we'll be back with their kickoff, Washington Township, right after this.
Highway Tire and Auto Service stocks a wide selection of tires for your vehicle. Their passenger tire inventory includes favorite brands like Goodyear, Kelly, and Dunlop. But there's more. Highway Tire and Auto Service, family owned and operated for over 60 years, also offers specials on oil changes, alignment, and brake service. Highway Tire and Auto Service, 1661 Route 38 in Mount Holly. Phone them at 609-267-5300 or visit them online at highwaytires.com.
a 70-yard drive.
Okay, back here. Rancocas Valley falls further behind, now trailing by 21, 31-10. We'll get another opportunity, some updated scores for you. Ocean City all over Middle Township, 41-10. Mainland shutting out Egg Harbor Township, 40-0. Sheets with the kick. Going to be taken by Bellamy. Right side. Bellamy looking to spin away from a tackle at the 21-22 yard line. He will not be able to do so, and Rancocas Valley will have the football at their 23-yard line.
So Washington Township, they had to go, length of the field too, so they got stopped. That was an 11-play, 6-minute and 39-second drive, and that was about a 62-yard drive. And they kicked that field goal from, it was a 22-yard field goal. So even though they got to stop, they're still now down 31-10. Kostas Pavlidis gave us those stats. So great job, Kostas, our intern. And now Rancocas, they got to go the length of the field again here, Tony.
Trips to the left side for the Red Devils. Adams, the quick throw to the right side. That one is complete for 3, maybe 4 yards. That was McQueen on the reception. They're going to give him 5 yards on first down, and that's, of course, what Rancocas Valley is looking to do. Stay ahead of the sticks, 2nd down and 5. Here's Bellamy across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Is going to be about a yard short of the first down, 2nd down and just a yard.
And Tony, I was just going to say this, that the Rancocas got to be in like a hurry up, but they are not only in the hurry up, they're in the no huddle.
See what they call here on a 3rd down and a yard. Bellamy bounces to the outside. It was kind of a strange
I don't know
look
why.
there.
Yeah, I don't know why they just didn't go between the tackles. They're gonna punt the football. They can't be punting the football here.
I don't see number 11 coming to the ball game, so it does not look like they're going to do that.
The only reason why I say that because the quarterback was walking to the sideline because they were calling all the plays from the huddle in that last replay. So they're probably going to go hard count here, and if not, they're going to go tush push or quarterback sneak or something here. Adams isn't very big, but all right, they're definitely in goal line here, package both sides. Oh, he actually went back and handed it off. I can't believe that.
Bellamy?
I cannot believe he did that.
I don't think he's going to get there.
That's going to be really tight. Wow. I don't know why he went all the way back. Oh, my goodness gracious. It's going to be really close.
Normally in a situation like this, they bring in running back J.J. Stewart. They did not do so here. I don't know if he's unavailable, but I think
really
that they're going to
close.
be short of the first down, and that'll give Washington Township the football.
This is going to be, like, literally, from what I could tell here, the one side didn't really have it. I mean, this is going to be by the nose here. It looks like Rancocas' sideline is not too concerned, but then we get a replay when that comes back. You'll see what he did. Like the quarterback, I don't know. That was really interesting right there, that the way that they ran that off tackle. It just took a long time. I'm going to at first I thought he got it, and I think he may have got it by a nose. We'll see when they pull it.
Well, Rancocas Valley
They're giving it to
did
them.
not
No,
get
they
it.
did not get it. Look at that. Wow.
About as close as you can get, right?
Yeah. And, you know, the spot, it all came down. Can we get a replay? I'll see if our booth can give us one because that was really, really, really tight.
But nonetheless, they turn it over on downs. Washington Township already leading 31-10 has a golden opportunity to expand that lead again. 39.9 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play, and Washington Township has dominated the play in this game, no question about it. Beeler has been amazing. And now the trip formation to the right side again with the stack. And timeout called by Washington Township. 31-10, Washington Township ahead comfortably. We'll be right back.
Passion and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com. Pride, passion, and persistence. These are the values.
All right, back here, Rancocas Valley down 21. Washington Township, after turning Rancocas Valley aside on a 4th and 1 at their 33-yard line, now has it themselves. Aquino, all sorts of time to throw the football, fires down the middle of the field, and this one is incomplete. Talk about blocking on the offensive line.
Holy mackerel. Aquino had his pick. He had I guess, Joyner on a post corner, and he had his number 1 receiver, who he loves, Pratt, on a over route, a deep over. That's who he wanted. At first, he looked for Joyner. I'm not Joyner. He looked for Joyner on the post corner. And then he came off of that and hit look at Pratt, and Pratt was double covered.
And it was interesting too, because in looking at that replay, you could see him step up in
Yes.
the pocket, and Beasley was bearing down on him, the great defensive end for Rancocas Valley, but had that great pocket presence to be able to step up and air it out.
Ooh.
Play action again, the toss to the left side, low throw. See what they're going to call here. They say, yes, he did catch it. That was Pratt on the reception. Pick up of 5 yards. So the funny thing is, they're known as a running team, but they can do a lot more than run the football.
Yeah. And you know what's interesting here, as we come down to close the third quarter, is that Rancocas Valley came out of halftime. They got a turnover on offense. They got a stop. They had to punt the ball, and then they got stopped where they got stopped on 4th down and a turnover on down. So 3 straight offensive stops and good defensive stops for the Minutemen.
We go to the 4th. Washington Township up 21.
Whoever you are, whatever you like, there's a place where memories become traditions. So this summer, come on down and enjoy all that's fun at the shore. Plan today and book your vacation in America's greatest family resort. Ocean City, New Jersey. We're less than a tank of gas away.
That drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges, from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
3rd down and 5 for Washington Township at the 28-yard line of Rancocas Valley. The give off the left side, breaking a tackle, still on his feet to the 15-yard line. On the carry was Andrew Osborne.
Let me tell you something. That's the first time there was a blatant hold. I don't know if they're going to call it, but there was a huge hold. Did they call it? Okay. Well, there was one at the line of scrimmage. There was one in the open field, too. I don't know which one they called, but.
Well, no matter which one they called, it's still going to cost them 10 yards.
Yep. But he was actually stopped in the backfield, Tony. You saw
Osborne's
that?
230 pounds, so you can see why he can break some tackles. They just keep rolling in the running backs. Nonetheless, 3rd down and 15 for Washington Township. So after failing to pick up the first down on 4th and less than a yard, they now have an opportunity to turn Washington Township aside. Although, given the fact they're leading 31-10, this could be 4-down territory for them. Looks like they're going to pick up another walk-off of 5 yards here.
I was just going to ask you, what was that for?
Procedure.
Yep.
The call against Washington Township. They need the 24-yard line to pick up this first. Ball is marked at the 44-yard line. Back to pass is Aquino. Aquino is grabbed. Aquino is dicked. Coming busting through there was Aaron Bright.
Look at him coming off the backside here, Tony. They came up here. They actually dropped another guy down. They actually came with a run blitz. Look at this. They actually came with a late blitz. Good job on the outside. He felt he stepped up in the pocket, but a nice job of collapsing. And you called it. That was, you're right, number 9. That was Aaron Bright.
Joyner to kick it from his 40. Knighton standing at the 15 waiting for it. High snap, gets it away. Looking for the flag. There is none. It bounces down at the 10-yard line. It's going to be actually a 15, going to be touched up at around the 11-yard line. So still, they're going to be pinned deep in their own territory, trailing at 31-10. 11 minutes left in this football game.
What an interesting play there. That ball was almost blocked, the punt was almost blocked, and then the punt returner looked like he was trying to come up, and he's looking at the official saying, I got screened out. I couldn't catch the ball. They didn't give me enough room. But nonetheless, they didn't call it. Ball bounced, and now they got to go 90 yards. So they got to stop, and now they got to go 90.
They mark it at the 11-yard line. Trips to the right side. Let's see if they're going to go to the air here or keep it on the ground with Bellamy. They do. Bellamy has room close to a first down across the 20-yard line to the 22. I think he's going to be just short of the first down. Let's see. They may give it to him, and they are.
Well, that gives him a little breathing room, Tony.
Yeah, they needed that on first down.
Yep, nice job, individual running. Good job of the boys up front. We haven't really given the names of the guys up front on both sides of the ball, but they are playing. Big guys up front on both teams are playing very well.
Adams being rushed. Steps up in the pocket, may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Now, of course, coming off that knee injury, you have not seen him run. They have not called any plays specifically for him to run the football. Right there, you saw him running because he was flushed.
Yes. And, you know, come to think of it, Tony, maybe that's why he's thrown off the back foot a little bit. Maybe it's tough for him to hit and plant and step up and throw. Maybe it's a lot easier for him to throw without that big step and pop-up. But he's having a very good game nonetheless. That's tough to throw or tough to do anything when you're coming off a knee injury, especially if you're the QB.
No gain. Second down and 10. Again, the give. Again, tremendous leg drive across the 35.
All right, Rancocas got to be in their hurry up. Here it is again. They go 3 by 1 wide out. You can see they got everybody spread out. They got the middle linebacker and they got a safety back there, but everybody else has kind of walked out over their wide receivers. And they were able to run the underneath quick hitter.
Adams to throw. Throws over the middle. This one is nearly picked off, intended for Knighton at the 46-yard line, but stepping in front to nearly pick it off was Ethan Binder.
You know, I'm really wondering, because I watched Adams all last season, and he really threw the ball unbelievably, and I'm wondering how much time he had to practice a week. My son Billy hurt his knee when he was playing at Cherokee, and they had to play Shawnee, and he didn't practice the entire week until Thursday, and he threw his first and only interception of the season when he was a senior that year in that game. And I just think he just having not a lot of reps, and you can just see Adams just a little bit behind. And when you're a QB, a lot of it is timing and feel.
Second down and 10. Adams again to throw. Throws deep along the left side, intended for McQueen, I believe, but incomplete.
Really nice job by the defensive back to that side. Number 21, Isaiah Pierre. If you're going to run a go route, it's one thing if you have a lot of speed, but you got to do a good job on setting up the defensive back, and that time the DB pushed the McQueen to the sideline and didn't really give him any room to throw that football and drop it in. So a nice job defensively by Washington Township.
Yeah, Parra seems to be traveling with McQueen.
Yeah, you're right.
But this time that is not the case. He is over here near the sideline on Knighton, so not traveling with McQueen. It just seems that he is. I'll give up the middle again. Here's Bellamy looking to make the cut, but picks up the first down anyway. So 3 series in a row, and he has picked up that first down. He's been effective.
Yeah, you can see, watch, they only got 5 hats inside there. Well, that time, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5. They got 5 hats on the inside, and when you're Rancocas, you got 5 guys in there too. So everybody's got a hat on a hat, and he's able to get in that second level.
Looking to cut it back to the right side, but his feet just go out from under him, and now to the left side on McQueen, losing yardage on the play.
Yeah, they tried to get him with a little quick hit, like a screen, like a jailbreak screen, but Washington Township was all over it.
Loss of 4 yards, we'll call it. That moves the ball back inside the 45 with the nose of the ball resting right at the 45-yard line. The clock continues to run, 8:20 left. RV down 21 points.
Yeah, and it's like Washington Township does not care if you get 10 yards, 15 yards. They're just making sure they're playing 2 deep or 3 deep. They're just not going to give you the big play. You're going to have to earn your touchdown.
And, of course, just matching touchdowns is not going to do it.
Right.
You've got to stop them as well, and they've been unable to do that all game long.
And you see they only got 5 guys in the box.
Barker.
So they don't really care, Tony. If when you have 5 guys, let's see what they got. If you have 5 guys in the box, they don't really care about that.
Legal procedure, false start, whatever you'd like to call it, against Rancocas Valley. Moves the ball back 5 more yards to the 40. So they need the 42, 43-yard line of Washington Township pick up the first down. Second down at 18 for the Red Devils. Trips to the right. Bellamy again, this time is going nowhere. Grabbed just as he approached the line of scrimmage. That was Andrew Osborne.
So it looks like, Tony, on every defensive play they're going to run, especially when they go 3 by 1, they're playing cover 2 over top, which means they're playing 2 deep. You got 2 corners on the outside, and then they're walking the linebackers or the ends out over the inside receivers. So they're not going to give them that little inside 5, 6, 7 yard area. They're making them earn everything, but if you want to run the ball, they'll let you do it.
3rd and 16. Adams being pressured now, sets, throws to the right sideline. Just looked like he wanted to get rid of it before he got decked. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yep, they knew he was going to throw the football, and you can just tell Adams he just doesn't have his normal, scoot ability to get outside of that rush where he would usually turn it upfield. And they know it too. Washington Township senses that, so they're not really worried about his running.
That's right. And that makes defending him so much easier.
Yes, absolutely.
He's a dual threat when he's healthy.
So now you got 4th and 15, right? If I'm Washington Township, I would not be surprised if they come with some type of blitz and then stay over top. They're not going to give up the big play. They're definitely not going to do that. But I would not be surprised if you see some type of blitz here.
Well, Coach Schwartzman has indicated that they have been blitzing more the last few weeks, and they bring the house. This one's thrown over the middle, intended for Birdsong at the 41.
Yep.
But again, throwing behind him, and he has really struggled with his accuracy in this game.
Yeah, and he had him again, man-to-man coverage. Here comes that blitz we talked about. They brought the backer, almost like they spied him, Tony. Watch this. They came with a late blitz, and Adams felt it. Here comes that blitz right there. And he had plenty of time. He just rushed it again. He had 2 of his receivers running slants. They were open. It was man-to-man with zone over top. But as you pointed out, just struggling with his accuracy.
So 4th down, and they will punt the football.
This is their 4th straight stop for the Minutemen. Or it was a 4th straight stop.
That's right. That was 4th down, pardon me. So Washington Township again stops them on downs, and they will take over at the 41-yard line of Rancocas Valley, and all they're interested in is running the football and running out the clock. Beeler inside the 35-yard line at the 32-yard line. One thing he does so well, not only does he have great running ability, but his vision is so good too. Just follows his blockers and knows exactly when to cut, where to cut. You can see it.
The little crab motion, and you're right. He starts it right there off tackle. Nice job there off tackle, too. He doesn't even get any type of pressure until he was 8 yards in the secondary.
Hey, you see how he dips to the inside.
Yep.
And then he takes it back outside, and sometimes he dips again to the inside and takes it to the outside. so you don't know exactly where he's going. Pickup of 9 yards by Beeler. Gets it again. Slants off right tackle for a couple. I think he has the first down. Let's see where they're going to mark it. I think he might have been stopped at the line of scrimmage. There's no indication of the first down thus far, so may have lost a half a yard.
Well, under the guidance of Mike Schatzman, the head coach, they're 6-0 this year, the Minutemen, and they made it to the Group 5 semifinals last year before they lost to Toms River, and they have a good shot at even going further, and a lot of teams expecting that again with a 6-0 start. And we'll see, but this is not hurting their chances. That's true. They're going to go to 7-0 if everything stays.
Look at Beeler with the jump cut.
Phew.
Continues driving, moving the pile, still on his feet. He's inside the 20-yard line to the 18-yard line, so he is a tough runner.
And it looked like Rancocas had this stop, Tony, when you watch the replay here. Goal line, this is going to go off tackle, but a really nice shot. They got penetration, but as you said, he runs with his head up, and he just jumped cut to the outside.
Paul Dombrowski with a little push from behind.
Yeah.
Now, of course, they're not going to call that as a penalty, but if they did it at the goal line, that would be a penalty because you can't push in high school football. They outlawed it.
Yep. All right, so you either got a slant here with your receivers.
Right side to give. Picks up 4 or 5 yards on first down. That was Jaden Robinson picking up 6 yards on first down. The clock continues to run. Under 4 minutes left in this ball game. They're keeping it on the ground.
Yeah.
They just want to work the clock. If they score, oh well.
They're definitely strategically moving this ball offensively down the field.
Jake Weiser splits out to the left side. They're not interested in throwing the football. Right side again, Beeler breaks and check that. That was Osborne on the carry again, and he takes it to the house for the touchdown.
Wow.
Check that. That was Robinson. Pardon me. So Robinson has shown some flashes here in this game as well.
Yes, he has. Look at this. He's going off tackle. They run that crabbing motion out of the one-back shotgun. Did you see him? He got hit. Wow. I didn't realize that. Do you see how the ball, he had a defensive player come across his face, and instead of staying to the outside or stopping his feet and getting hit, he just jumped right back underneath that block and that pressure, and then he jumped inside, jumped right back outside for the touchdown.
Sheets looking to add the point after, and he does so.
Just a tremendous job by Robinson on that run for a touchdown, and he's their third or fourth option back there in the backfield.
3:23 left in this ball game. 38-10, Washington Township.
For a certified pre-owned vehicle, Miller Ford has a great selection to complement any lifestyle or budget. Plus, not just any car can be certified pre-owned Ford. Only the best cared for vehicles are chosen and then backed with Ford factory coverage, a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty, special financing, a clean Carfax report, and 24-hour roadside assistance. Find an affordable, reliable, and certified Miller Ford today. Miller makes it better. Route 38 Mount Holly and 24/7 at millerford.com. Looking for a
38-10, 3:23 left in this football game. Washington Township has been in control from the get-go. They will kick it off. Sheets to boot it. Short kick taken by one of the up people. Looking to swing wide, get some room along the right sideline, and he's finally knocked down at around the 42-yard line of Washington Township. That was Osterley getting an opportunity to run with the football. Of course, he's mostly known for his defense. Linebacker.
I don't know how long that scoring drive was, but that was almost, it felt like it was like almost 6 to 8 minutes, that long drive, because I think they started at the, well, I know it was, you know what, let me check that. They got to stop, so they started at the 40-yard line or so. I think that was they only went to short field because they forced them to, they didn't get it on fourth down. Now Rancocas gets the ball out here on the 42, so it's just been such an interesting half, because that first half there was so much balance on both teams, only down, within striking distance, and then they come out and they had that first turnover, caught them, and it's been all Washington Township.
Rancocas Valley looking to put more points on the board. Give off the left side, coming into quarterback the Red Devils, Zach Merrer, sophomore, 6'3", 180, so he's an heir to the throne. Want to give him some action here.
Yep.
Not risk Adams picking up another injury or straining that knee again, because obviously there's a long way to go in this season. They're going to be in the playoffs.
At 4-2, you're right. Under head coach Garrett Lucas, they do a great job. Their offensive coordinator is really good.
Up the middle again, breaking free inside the 20 to the 15-yard line once again. Who's shown some things, Hakeem Theresa.
Yeah, nice job of hitting it up in there, right between the tackles. Look at this. Look at the big fellas up there. You see they pulled that backside guard. He got up on the, looked like they had an end, or there was a tackle that got in there. He was able to get his head across and got him into that second level.
23-yard advance. This time the throw over the middle is complete.
Yeah, I was looking for him too, Tony.
I think that was Harrison on the reception.
Yep, exactly who that was, number 7.
2nd down and 3. Off the right side, on the carry to a 7 or 8 yard line.
And they are bringing the quarterback to the side. That's one thing I liked what they did in that game, where we have an experienced guy like Adams. I think they had a wristband for him. They just called the plays in from the sideline. He just looked at his wristband. That really saves a lot of time, and saves your knee too from running the sideline every play.
Risa again on the carry. That's going to bring up a 3rd down, and we'll call it a short 3. He gets the call again up the middle, inside the 5-yard line, still driving. And they're going to say forward progress. Going to be stopped at the 2-yard line, so picks up the first. I think he picked up the first down. Yes, he did. It's going to be
right.
1st and goal.
Yep, and they just called timeout. Rancocas Valley called timeout.
So with 1:04 left in this football game, Rancocas Valley looking to score, but down big, 38-10.
Pride, passion, and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges, from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
At halftime.
All right, back here at Rancocas Valley. Red Devils looking to put some points on the board in the closing minutes. Up the middle for the touchdown. Easy score. That was, again, Hakeem Theresa with a touchdown.
And here he goes, right off tackle. They put the heavy on the right side. You can see they're all we call overbalanced, unbalanced to the right side. And they go right behind their guard and tackle, and the big heavies to the right side. That's a big score, and you're right. Nice job with them offensively to finally get a score here after getting 4 stops in a row.
Hollander to kick. Whistles. On the play, Did they call a timeout?
I think there was offsides, Tom. You know, it was so interesting here too. That first half was so much fun to call because there was so much strategy going on both sides, flowing so easily, and we felt the.
Here's the re-kick. It is good.
I was going to say we felt the stops and the valleys on both sides in the second half too, because with all those turnovers and stops, you know, it's tough to get in the flow. But Washington Township will take it because they definitely were in the flow.
Yeah, they were playing dominant football in this game. There's no question about it. 38-17 now. Rancocas Valley gets on the board one more time, getting some young players in the ball game. Quarterback Zach Merhar, just a sophomore, number 12 on your program. He was running the show. And with just 58.4 seconds left in this game, you probably can anticipate an onside kick, I would think.
And Tony, you know, I think I did like 6 or 7 Rancocas Valley games last year, and I was so impressed with Adams. And the offense and the play calling, it was such an unbelievable offense to watch. So I'm just really curious how much of that play calling were they impacted by the injury to Adams, both during the week because of his inability to practice, and then to come out here with a knee injury. It just looked like their offensive play calling was minimized or hit by like at least 50%.
Hollander looks for the onside kick, pops up in the air, and going to be grabbed at the 44-yard lines. Hauling it in was Dom Pitts.
Wow.
Got a nice bounce.
Yeah, I was going to say that was almost perfect, because what you want on that hands team or that sideline, you're coming in here, you want to hit that top half of the football. You want to bounce, and then that third bounce you want to come up real high, about 12 to 13 yards. That was only about a yard too much because your front line just can't get there fast enough. But that was almost perfect.
The thing that always amuses me this season, Bill, is that you have to declare in pro football that you're going to onside kick it.
Right. Well, Rancocas Valley, you know, Garrett, look, we talked about, they came in 4-2, and obviously this was a very close game in that first half, and they'll be back. But you got to Washington Township. They're for real. They are definitely for real.
Now you see a marker thrown high in the air. I mean, it looked to me like the players were hugging each other.
I thought so too. And you know, Tony, this is a concern because Rancocas Valley started 4-0. This is their third loss in a row.
So they're calling for an injection of their wide receiver, Pratt. I don't know what went on, but to me it was, hey, congratulations.
That's what I thought too. Yeah, maybe there was one guy that wasn't doing that, and he's upset. But why would he be upset? They're winning, right?
Yes.
By a lot.
Anyway,
yeah,
where they are on the field right now is of little consequence.
Right. And, you know, you're looking at Washington Township, Tony, and look at that whole ball game. I'm going to tell you the key, from my perspective, was what Washington Township was able to do on first down throughout the game.
That's going to do it. And you can see, again, they are slapping hands and congratulating each other, doing some hugs, and that's going to do it. So once again, the final score, 38-17, Washington Township winning it easily over Rancocas Valley. We'll be back to wrap this all up right after this.
You too. Great job. Write your name down. Write his name down too. What's that?
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay, good. I was going to give it to you. That's what I was doing it for. Look at that. We've been doing this a little bit, haven't we, Tom? We're able to.
All right, Rancocas Valley runs into a great team in Washington Township, who improved to 7-0. Washington Township just was the better team from start to end. Their running back, BB, was outstanding, scoring 3 touchdowns. They got a couple of turnovers that really hurt them. Scoop and score to start the second half. And at the end of the first half, you kind of forget that, but that deflection off of Bellamy for a pick when they were driving.
In the red zone, you're right. That there at the 10-yard line, you're exactly right.
So I think Washington Township did not punt the football. Rancocas Valley only punted it a couple of times, but this is their 3rd loss in a row. You saw Savion Adams come back in this ball game, but they were looking to have him throw the football exclusively. They wanted to protect him. They didn't want him running the football because there's still a lot of football left in this season. And don't forget, these schools are both Group 5. They could very easily meet down the road in the playoffs. And, of course, that's what you really want to concentrate on. Not saying they didn't want to win this game, but meeting them again where Adams is maybe at better health as far as running and passing the football just makes it so much more difficult for the defense to defend.
Oh, no doubt about it. And they were coming in. Williamstown, they lost to Williamstown last week at home here, same thing. And Williamstown was able to run the football. And that's exactly what Washington Township was able to do. And you made a good point. They were really effective on first down. I don't think we, maybe late in the second half, but I don't think we called more than 1 or 2 times where it was second and long. It was always second and medium or second and short. And when you have that and you're the play caller, the offensive coordinator, much easier to call the game, and it showed here on the field tonight.
And not only that, even when they had a second and long, second and 10, second and 8, whatever the case may be, they still were able to do what? Run the football, because they can pick up those distances down in distance because they had a runner like Beeler, I should say, who's done just such a great job. And it doesn't matter if it's 3rd and 12 even. They can pick up that running the footballs. And when you have that ability to do that, it just makes those long distance downs so much easier to pick up because we're going to run it. Stop us.
Yeah, and you are exactly right. I don't think there was one time until the second half where it was 3rd and long. Each time it was 2nd and 8, like you said, or 2nd and 9, or 2nd and 10, or 2nd and 7. They always picked up either the first down or they got to where it was like 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2, and they were then picking up that time. They never got stopped until late in the game here in the second half. So give credit to their offense and their ability to run the football effectively.
Beeler had 3 touchdowns in this game. Coming up next for Rancocas Valley, they're on the road. Another tough one at Rancocas Valley. Will travel to St. Augustine, and Township will host Kingsway. Both those games will be on Friday, so it doesn't get any easier down the road for Rancocas Valley. And, of course, they finish out the season at home on Saturday. Next week's game also on Saturday. At home, they will end the season with Lenape. So 2 more games left in the regular season. Some other scores before we leave. Williamstown and Cherokee all knotted at 14. St. Augustine over Lenape 27-0. Atlantic City in the third quarter 18-7 over Easton. Shawnee 36, Pensauken 14. Williamstown and Cherokee tied at 14. In the fourth quarter, Mainland Regional 54, Egg Harbor Township nothing. Ocean City the final 48-0 over Middle Township.
Wow.
Want to thank our producers. Today we had 2 of them. That's right. Owen Coleman and Ryan Chabinski. Thank you very, very much for the great job. And our videographer was Glenn Eversley.
And
all did a great job.
Yes, they did. And we also had an intern, Kostas Pavlidis, to help us out there with some of those drives and stats. So thank you to him and all these guys. You're right. This was, what a group. They made our job a lot easier, Tony. That's for sure.
No question about it. So once again, the final score, 38-17. Washington Township showing why they're the number 2 team in South Jersey. So for Bill, this is Tony. Hope you enjoyed it. So long for now.